In this video I'm going to show you how to take off the G65 air conditioning pressure sensor without pulling off the entire bumper. It's a little tricky, but I'll show you how. Removing this headlight on this 06 Audi without pulling off the bumper. There's 3 bolts here, here, and one hidden in here, which I'll show you in a little bit. We're going to take these 2 screws off, and then I'll show you how to slip this out, and it's a little bit of a trick. This right here is the bolt that actually goes down deep in there, and these crush onto the headlight, holding it into place. Now this is a T30, and this tool here will be able to access it, but it's very thin. This hole, it goes right down in here, and it goes down quite a ways to be able to access it, but you've got to get this bolt out, or at least loosened, before you can get the headlight out. Okay, we're gonna have to put some grease in here because it's so tight to get it out. Now this is silicone grease, and it's not gonna harm the plastic, so we'll be able to put some grease right in here and in here, and then be able to flex it out. I'll take a little bit of the silicone grease and I'll apply it in here and on here, because you can see this is any place that it's gonna rub. We'll be able to lift up and pull that out, and without that grease, that's not possible. The next place we need to put grease is right down in here, because everything's going to have to flex out of the way. So I'm going to take my hands and kind of lift here and pull here, and that grease just made that really easy. And now the light comes right out. This plug here goes right onto the headlight, and you can take and push and pull it off like that. I'm going to explain this screw here. This screw is positioned down at the bottom, and like I said, with this tool here, you go down and see how it connects, and this enables you to screw and unscrew this, which connects onto the headlight. I'll show you that next. This is the portion of the headlight right here that this screw is going to attach to. So if I pull this screw out here, you can see that it is going to slide right in like that. And when you unloosen it, it'll allow you to pull the headlight out that way. But this, if you don't get this screw pulled out, you're not going to be able to get the headlight out. Once this headlight's out, you can actually have access to the G65 air conditioning high-low sensor. To remove this plug, you push and pull right here. Just pull this back and it will retract. With a 17mm open-end wrench, we can pull this sensor out. There is a Schrader valve, so you're not going to lose any pressure. Once we break it loose, we should be able to pull it out by hand. Okay, now, just twist it off. You may hear a little bit of air released, but not much. It'll just puff a little there. It just puffed. So now we can just remove this. There we go. So here's the G65 sensor. It's a high-low pressure sensor. On the back there's 3 plugs. There's 12 volts. In the middle is the data pin, and then the ground. So now we'll just go ahead and put it back on. So we'll put our plug on here and start working it in. Now we'll go ahead and work this out a little bit and work that side in. Just kind of continue to start working it in. So we're going to put just a little bit more grease in this area here, and then we'll pry and work that in like that. Okay. The screw assembly here that goes down into here, we're just going to take it in and put it in by feel, because you really can't see anything. Pretty tight in there, but you can screw it in and then we'll tighten it up from the top. Now we'll just put our screws in here and the one on the top. So that's how you get the headlight out without pulling off the bumper. And you can also access the sensor for the air conditioning right down in here, the G65. So that's how you take out the G65 sensor without pulling off the bumper.